I don't think Mitch is truly blue collar.
That's funny coming from you because you're actually truly not blue collar. That's a really funny thing for you to say.
Hey, bud, when you lay up 3 chimneys in one day, we can talk.
He's the
when I sit
dude.
in the truck and watch the crew lay up 3 chimneys and one day I'll call myself blue collar, is that what you're saying?
He's the hybrid.
Hey, I'm the glue that keeps the
I've
team
built
together.
more power line than you've driven past, buddy. Think about that.
All right, guys, put your dicks away. Let's get the tape measures away.
All right, so here's the deal. We are back with another episode of On Tap, episode 133. So here's the deal. I got a phone call on Friday, and it was a cry for help. As you can tell, Kody is here. He fled the state. He's down in Florida, so they had to hit the roster up. I was a free agent at the time. Hit the third string podcast host here, but I'm back for.
Dude, you saved the day. We needed you, man.
Well, you got to have something. I know Kody doesn't do much, but I can sit here with this keyboard. I can press 1, 2, 3.
I basically put out the Batman signal for you.
I called Kody. I said, dude, I got the bat signal.
We appreciate you being here, brother.
Yeah, so we're here. 133. Tyler, Bodie, Mitch, and Sam. I almost forgot your name, honestly.
That's okay.
We don't need to know his fucking name, Mr. Blue Collar over here.
My God, we're not
representing
doing this.
the blue collar. Shit.
I thought it was pretty crazy that you guys were able to replace me with like a perfect clone of me. But it's not a full-grown clone yet. It's
like the
shorter.
knockoff variation.
Yeah, it's pushed down.
I'm the prototype.
Yeah.
It's like the flea market version.
So I wanted.
That was a little fucking mean.
That's not. Yeah, I didn't.
Well, he coming in strong.
damn.
I've heard the term the Walmart version, and that hits pretty hard. But the flea market version.
That wasn't my
You
intention.
ever heard the term Walmart version?
No, I'm saying I've heard that. That's normally, that's the Walmart version, but flea market version, that's harsh. And I completely agree with it.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I found some really good gems at a flea market. I found a life-size Teletubby for $5 once when I was a kid.
That's terrifying.
That thing gave me lice.
Dude, that's a find.
It was a good find.
Don't boost my confidence. That gives me even more anxiety than you shitting on me.
Okay, so you can find the best throwing knives and ninja stars as a fucking 12-year-old kid, dude.
And all the guns with no serial numbers.
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's perfect.
Dude, one thing I loved about the flea market is there is the same guy every week that had a full table of knives. And he'd have switchblades, he'd have fucking ninja stars, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Anything a kid would ever want to buy.
And then you ask him, is this knife legal? Then he'd give you a long explanation.
Just don't tell your parents about it.
So my question is, obviously we've segued into flea markets. Is that a normal thing across the country? Like towns have flea markets? Does Mora have a flea market?
Mora definitely has a flea market. I'll tell you right now, I've never been to a flea market.
Are you really?
Whoa! I haven't.
Dude, it's the best.
I've driven past probably 1,000 of them and been like, man, maybe I should swing in there one day. Never done it. I just thought flea markets were you got together and sold your vegetables.
I think
that's all I thought there was. There was vegetables and shitty garage sale items that I don't want.
You get
that
those.
Is honestly mainly what it is. But
that's a farmer's market. A farmer's market is selling vegetables.
But still, the flea market here, they got that big box truck. Is that still a thing? I don't know. I work all summer now, so I haven't been able to go in probably 8 years. But back in high school, when you had the summers off and you had a license every Wednesday. Let's go check out, see what junk you can get. Buy junk, break it.
And they close up shop at early.
Yeah, dude.
You got to wake up.
It's an early morning thing. You can't go there with a hangover. No.
It kind of sucks, like Tyler said, having a job during the summer. Because I remember being a kid, I'd have $20 to my name. We'd go to the flea market, and I'd find some sweet objects. I'd go home with some garbage. And I always thought, fuck, when I'm older and I got real money, I'm going to come here and I'm going to buy whatever I want. And I don't get the opportunity. I love the flea market.
You can find some great knockoff clothing.
I used to buy golf clubs there all the time, sports cards, video games.
Dude, the Game Boy stand, I remember always going to the Game Boy cartridge guy. And he just had the old
games.
behind a glass case and everything, dude.
It is so cool. It's an experience. I loved it.
Dude, shout out my boss at Unlimited Masonry, Sam Vasinik. He was the first kid I ever knew that sold shit at the flea market. He was he was 11, 12 years old. He would go around, buy random shit from the farmers near him, wherever he could find random shit, make his mom drive him to the flea market. He'd sit there all day selling shit. And he was the OG hustler.
Just a hustler.
He is a hustler. He's always been hustling.
He's always had some little grind going.
Respect the game. I love it. I like that.
So,
I love that.
I had something planned. I wanted to hit you guys with a hard-hitting question just to get us rolling. So first I want to preface that you have to take all feelings aside. No girlfriends, no anything. This is just, you are completely single in this situation. Or I guess not single, but just take everything away.
Sounds fucking lonely,
All right.
dude.
Yeah.
So, if you had a girlfriend of 2 years from a different town.
I thought you just said, like, act like you
No,
don't.
I know,
take our
but
girlfriends
just like,
out of this.
I'm saying
We're
your,
separating
your
ourselves
real
from
life. Separate from your real life.
I really
Okay.
like the dynamic because Mitch just wants to make everything so hard for you, and it's exactly what I used to do too. So it's just
I love it. I love getting Sam back into the corner more than anything.
and then he's just like, "Well, fuck you, Mitch."
Hey, he'll never be
all
you,
right.
brother.
All right, so keep going, dude.
All right. So, if you had a girlfriend of 2 years from out of town, you don't know any of her history, and you found out that before you started dating, she frequently participated in gangbangs with her guy friends that she still hangs out with to this day. Would that change anything for you?
Changes everything.
That would change a couple things. Yeah.
So
Changes absolutely everything.
So you find this out 2 years into your relationship.
So
and she still hangs out with
she's
the same
she's a
guys.
little sweetie. She's the best girlfriend ever. You love her. You do anything for her. She doesn't do anything unloyal. She's the best girlfriend. But you find out a couple years in, her past was a little wild.
How past are we talking? Is this
Okay,
like-
so just for the situation, let's say you've been dating for 2 years, and all this went down about 6 months before you started dating.
How old am I in this conversation?
The exact age you are now.
Dude.
Okay, so she was high school gangbanging?
Is there
Okay.
footage?
Let's pretend you're 25.
Evidence? Is there a subscription
It is
model? that I have to-
100% that she was gangbanging good.
Honestly, I feel like I've been in this situation or very similar. I mean, I dated a chick that was from out of town and found out
You
a lot
filmed the
about her past.
gangbang?
No, but so like, it hurts to trust. You know, I feel like especially something like that should be known. I don't know. When you get in a relationship, I know it's nothing you really need to talk about is the past and stuff, but if you're still hanging around an ex or somebody that used to frequently have relationship with, like I couldn't.
The problem I have with it is the fact that I'm 2 years into this relationship and I'm just now finding out. Like, for me...
So you're in it too. Did you?
Dude, this is not a real life situation.
No, this is what
it's completely made
No,
up.
what I'm saying is if you were 2 years into a relationship, at least for me, I feel like I would have already talked about our pasts together and known about what she was doing before me.
But
and
how
if
do
this
you-
just
how do you
somehow
bring
slipped
that
the
up?
memory and now I'm finding out about it separately, that's kind of a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah, part of me would think that that's purposely hidden. Like, there's,
clearly it's purposely hidden.
It would have came up eventually, like beforehand, if it was like out in the open.
But if it was roles reversed, the dude, you're not gonna go. I mean, I feel like I probably would.
I would.
You
2
gotta air
years.
shit out. I did too. Yeah, like you gotta air shit out. You gotta make sure they know everything about you if you want it. Especially if you're still hanging out with this previous sexual partner. Yeah, I feel like you need to be completely clear with a new person before going into anything.
Oh yeah,
I
I
also
think
feel like it's kind of a kink. Like if you're frequently in gangbangs, like that's gotta kind of be your thing.
Just the
you know?
hanging out with the past partner is kind of an issue.
Okay, so let's
personally, I mean,
just-
like if I was hanging out with a girl that I used to bang all the time, and Brooke found out about it and she was mad about it, that's pretty much understandable. I don't think I would be doing that in the first place, but if I was, she has every right to be upset about it.
Have you guys ever been friends with an ex? Like kept hanging out? I have always been completely clear with all of my relationships where they're like, oh, we could still be friends. And I'm like, I want you to know we will never be friends. This is
all or nothing.
All or nothing. I'm never going to go back to being your friend.
It's not that I hold anything against them either. It's not that I dislike them. It's just like this friendship dynamic will never work.
No, because
it can't be a thing.
Well, I have this mentality of that's the person I want to be with. I'm not just going to sit here and just want to hang out with you.
Exactly.
Anymore.
You date for the long run.
100%. And
I think that's the only
That's the
way
whole
we should
point.
I always have. It's always end game. Is what I'm looking.
Well, I think there's, obviously, yes, that is the whole point at the end of the day to find your wife, the person you're going to be
Some
with.
people,
but
it's not though.
I think, there definitely is those people that are looking for a little fucking fling,
There's a lot of people like
But
that.
then that's not necessarily dating. Like
No.
that's a separate entity altogether.
That's something that needs to be talked through.
That's fucking around.
Nearly,
exactly.
Nearly as soon as you start the relationship, that's something that needs to be set in stone. Is what are we really looking for here? Because if you're looking to hang out with me for 6 months and fuck me, and then you're gonna disappear and not talk to me again, I want to know. At the very least, you can let me know, and if I'm cool with that, then I'm cool with it. But if I'm not, Like you got to make your intentions pretty clear right in the beginning.
Absolutely. Especially if you want it to go far. You need to be completely clear.
Mitch, what is your breakup scenario? Like if you were gonna break up with a girl, let's play this out a little bit.
All
right. So I'm a girl that you've been dating for, let's just say, 6 months. You got to the point where you're like, all right, this isn't the girl I want to be with forever. I want to move on. We're getting dinner together. You're gonna end it. I'm your girlfriend. Let's play this situation.
I just want to say I'm blown away at how you outkicked your coverage with Sam already, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm
tight. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Mitch, this is a really nice dinner. I really appreciate you bringing me out.
Yeah. I feel like we have some things that we should probably talk about. That's the reason I wanted to go out to dinner with you tonight.
Yeah, I'm down to talk. I love talking to you. You're the best.
Yeah, I just feel like things between us really haven't been going the way that I want them to go. And I appreciate you and I love you as a person, and I hope you do really good in life. But I don't think I'm the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
What the fuck? Where did this come from? You literally drove me here. Are we supposed to go home together? Like you're gonna bring me to dinner? We're just gonna end it like that? That's your way of doing it?
Yeah, it's I think it's something that we can definitely talk a little bit more
you
about.
You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah,
well, I fucked your best friend last week, so how's that feel?
Yeah, well, I know for a fact his dick's bigger than mine, so congratulations. If you want to be shitty about it, I guess we can be shitty about it, but I was trying to be nice.
You know what? Fuck you.
Oh, Jesus.
Drink in the face, slap in the face. Now we're in the ride home.
Yeah, no, you just lost your fucking ride home, first of all.
Yeah, you
dumbass.
did.
Oh, so you're just going to leave me here. That's how it's going to go?
Call a fucking friend.
So that's how you'd break up with a girl?
How I'd break up with a girl is being nice in the first place, and if she's gonna get shitty, I'm gonna get shitty too.
I think you're full of it, dude. I think you're the texting type of guy. No, I think you're gonna be like, hey,
absolutely not.
Hey, this ain't working. Found a new one. Was nice hanging out with you. I feel like that's the vibes I get from you.
You can get whatever vibes you want, but I would never text a girl to break up with her.
Have you ever actually broke up with a girl?
Yeah, couple. Never texted though. That's horrible.
Phone call or in person?
In person. Not on the phone either. That's just as bad to me.
That's gotta be.
If you can't say it to their face, you gotta have the balls to say it to their face. You owe them that at the very least. If you're gonna break up with someone, you need to at least be a good person about it.
What's your mindset throughout the day? Like, you know you're gonna break up with this girl. Like, are you going back and forth? Like, no, I don't want to do it. I want to do it. Like, how?
No, if it's something that if I'm gonna break up with a girl, I'm gonna do it, and I know that in my brain. But the anxiety is fucking terrible, for sure. I'm not gonna say it's easy. It's the worst feeling ever, probably. Like that just hole in your gut. You know what's coming.
Does crying get to you? Like if you,
yeah,
dude.
For sure.
Nobody wants to. I can tell who Mitch is. Nobody wants to hurt the other person.
No.
That's
I don't like seeing anyone cry.
No.
That's my least favorite thing in the world. I don't care who you are. If you cry in front of me like that, it's gonna break my fucking heart.
Dude, crying doesn't fucking faze me.
Oh
Even the
my
littlest
God.
bit.
Yeah, you're so tough.
No, I swear to God. Like,
how many girls have you broke up with, Sam?
Hey, I've seen people cry without breaking up with a girl.
How have you made girls cry?
Being a fucking asshole, bro.
You're telling me you go to a funeral and you see your mom cry and that doesn't affect you?
Stone cold.
All right.
You're stone cold
so
hard.
Let's get situational.
Your mom and your
with
sister are bawling their eyes out and you don't feel anything for them?
I know guys that even if a girl or even a guy is completely in the wrong, if they start crying, they crumble. Like, if they see anyone crying, no matter what the situation is, they can't hold tough. If I see, especially a girl crying when she's completely in the wrong, and at this point it's pretty much just to save themselves, doesn't affect me.
That's different. That's not the question you asked. If they're crying because they're trying to save what they're fucking up to, if they're crying because they're backed into a corner, that's different. But like saying, does crying get to you? Absolutely, it gets to me. But if I know before, like if they put up a fight and then all of a sudden they start crying out of nowhere, that's a whole different thing.
Well,
to me.
I feel like it's in our human nature. Like everybody has it as humans as a species. It's in our DNA that we're pack animals. We don't want to hurt the other person, and we don't want to hurt other people like us, you know. And the people that can go around just hurting everybody and being, I don't know if sentient's the right word, but just not looking out for other people's feelings and like not caring about what other people feel are just terrible people.
Deep down, they're usually the softest people.
That want to hurt everybody?
Yeah.
Really?
I feel like if you're out in the public and out in the open, if you're willing to just shit on anyone and hurt their feelings, behind closed doors, you're usually the softest motherfucker.
Well, they're
around.
usually covering up what they're going through with their own.
Exactly.
Their own
Deep down,
insecurities.
they're soft as shit.
More
that
that
doesn't-
defense
You
mechanism.
you just gotta find that.
Yeah,
though.
but also that doesn't give them a reason to be a fucking complete asshole.
I'm not justifying it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't justify it. I'm just saying that's usually how it goes. So if you find someone who's just has no care for anyone else's feelings in the world, deep down somewhere in there's a demon.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
There's some trauma.
There's something that would crack them in a heartbeat if you found it.
I just want to say though, you guys honestly, you do this role playing shit really good. I was in that, like I felt like I was in between a couple.
Yeah, especially that falsetto voice, dude.
I would
like.
I would love to just be a woman for a day. You know, maybe get broken up
You
with.
could be a woman every day.
What's the
dude.
first thing? What's the first thing you guys would do if you woke up and you were a chick, a hot chick? Don't lie.
I'm gonna masturbate. That's the first thing I'm gonna do.
Well,
bro.
you gotta experience.
I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna try it out for myself, dude. This is fucked up. But one of the first fucked up things I ever remember my dad saying. He's like, if I had a pussy, I'd have my fingers in that shit 24/7.
Oh my god!
What?
Dude, I swear to God.
Well, it's it'd be a different ride.
But here's the deal: if you woke up as a girl, are you fully conscious that you used to be a boy and now, holy shit, I'm a girl?
You're in the same mindset that you're in right now. You walk into the bathroom and you're fucking Kylie Jenner.
Well, then I feel
okay.
like you're gonna do some dirty shit to yourself
Well,
because
yeah.
you have the man mentality, and it's like this whole aspect of hitting like
well,
clothes and
all right,
everything.
so
You're
now-
able to
I'm
just do
sending
that.
nudes instantly.
This was a shitty question.
Oh yeah.
Now that we're all on the same page, post early morning masturbation. What's your first thing that you're gonna go out in the world and
Okay,
do?
so just to clarify, I don't have my same body type as a woman, right?
No, you're hot. You are a hot girl.
Oh,
you
you're
are
saying
hot.
he's not a hot man?
I never said that.
Hey, I said it, but at the end of the day, if I woke up as a hot ass woman, I'm gonna do hot chick shit.
Just
I'm
jog.
gonna get on the skimpiest outfit I possibly can. I'm gonna go get a bunch of free drinks. I'm gonna live it up, dude.
I hate to say it, but I was honestly thinking the same thing. Like I would be that girl that I hate. I would go out and I would take advantage of very loose moral men.
You're telling me you guys wouldn't wake up and just straight to a housewife mentality, just want to go settle down with a dude?
Hell no,
Because
dude.
you don't
For
know
a
how long
day?
it's gonna last. Like it's known that women have there's certain things that they can get by with that men can. We talked about this before the podcast. And you're gonna want to experience those because you're not able to as a man do certain things.
You're gonna want to leverage that to your fullest potential.
Well, you wake up a woman, you don't know if it's forever. I mean, sooner or later, I would get into just making sandwiches or whatever. but like, not knowing when the end is, like, you got to live it up at the time. Make sure you get full experience before you switch over.
I'm not disagreeing at all, by the way. I was just literally just playing devil's advocate
No, I
because
like
I'm
it.
pretty much on the same page.
Yeah, I like it.
Dude, so I was thinking about this because the first thing that came to my mind is I'm gonna send my homies nudes because
Bless
know,
Blessed
yeah.
day, dude.
they'll wake up, they'll be like, damn, either a hot ass chick took Sam's phone or this is the best day of my life.
They probably think that you're bragging for a while.
Would you let the homies hit?
Oh fuck no,
That's
dude.
the most thought-provoking question.
that's
Would you let
actually-
the homies hit?
That's actually a great way to think about this though. Is like, I never thought about the fact I'd have to have sex with a dude. Like, would my whole mindset change? Like,
I would honestly.
that's crazy, bro.
I'd probably still stick with chicks.
I'd be a
'Cause you
lesbian.
have the same mentality.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Sticking with chicks.
Dude, that's fuck. I want to be a chick tomorrow, brother. Holy shit.
Okay, so to go back full circle to your guys' situation, throwing the cup of water. Have you guys ever witnessed in public place a couples fighting or breakup?
Oh, dude, I've seen some wild couple fights in public. I have some friends that they do not hold back, and it is an awkward, horrible
So you're
situation.
talking buddies.
Yes,
Buddies and their girlfriends.
I'm talking complete strangers. You have no idea what's going on. You're just in the area that this wild situation is
I've
going
never
on.
witnessed like the explosion, but I definitely can think of multiple scenarios where I just see that tension, that the dude's just about to snap, or vice versa.
Dude.
Just that bitterness.
So I was leading in because I have a
You have
pretty
a story
wild
about
story.
it. I could see it in your eyes.
When you did the water thing, I'm like, holy shit, dude, flashbacks. But I was at Chubby's when it used to be over here in town. I was there middle of the day, like a Wednesday. It was like 2 p.m. Me and Tucker went to just go get some food one day, and there's nobody in the whole bar. It's us two at the bar, the bartender, and then a couple sitting at the table. And all of a sudden, the plates are getting thrown, the fucking water. Nice. This chick gets up, goes to the bartender and says, "Don't fuck this dude, he has herpes."
Holy shit.
And she walks out. The dude goes to start going after her and then just lets her go out. And the dude's just like, "I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry you're like had to see this or a part of this. I thought she'd be more civil in public, but it is what it is." And me and Tucker's like, "What the fuck?" Like, I was thinking about fucking this dude too, and now I know he has herpes. So I'm happy she told us.
Did he address the herpes thing to everyone?
No, I think.
Like, hey, by the way, I don't have herpes.
Yeah, if that was the only thing that he said.
He says it like 5 times on the way out. Like,
you ever seen the interview where he's like talking about his stank dick, and then he sees the hot fucking FBI agent? He's like, "Just by the way, I don't have stank dick." I was just joking.
Yeah, this is all a joke. No, so that was wild. That was a good
Dude,
experience.
that's crazy. I one time at Chubby's, same place. I was there with my buddy and his girlfriend. I was third wheeling, which I hate to do. And my buddy was kind of being a dick to his girlfriend, I'm not going to lie. And he took the hand sanitizer that was on the table, this was during COVID times, and just hit it like 5 times right onto her shirt. And I'm sitting there like, what Jesus. Fuck? So, and he's kind of this crazy dude where like, he likes to be the guy to take it too far right away, and then if you level up, he's going to keep leveling up every time. She goes to grab the hand sanitizer bottle, goes to squirt it on him. He grabs it out of her hand, squirts it on her head, throws the bottle on the ground, gets up to walk away, drops his beer on the ground, smashes the beer, and then falls in the fucking beer all in one motion. It was Jesus. It was the most embarrassing, awkward, and funny thing I've ever seen at one time.
Dude, he woke up and chose violence. Like, he just wanted to start some shit with
It's crazy because I hate when you're in an argument with somebody or like it's starting to get a little physical. I hate when someone takes it to that next level because I have that thing in me where it's like I'm not gonna take it to the next level, but as soon as you do, I'm gonna keep leveling up, and it leads to some weird altercations. It's weird for me. It's weird for me to take it too far, man. But I will if I have to.
It's like that classic movie scene where a dude bumps into someone and they spill the drink on him a little bit, and then they just dump the drink right on the dude's head. Yeah, it's like, why even take it to the next? It was clearly a fucking like.
It was an accident.
Yeah, it was an accident, or not even if it was an accident. Like, it was getting to that point. Like, I've always been the guy to like, I'm just gonna be the bigger person. Everyone fucking calm down. Dude, we don't need to do this right here.
Especially when you see it for what it is. It's like, okay, dude, like obviously if you go in it thinking that like, oh, dude, I'm going to get like the top level. I'm going to keep working the way up till they bitch out. Like, that never leads to the
Nobody
solution.
wins.
No.
Exactly.
Nobody wins
just
there.
Toxic relationship.
Yeah.
Dude, so I was thinking about this the other day. Weird thing to think about, so I'm just going to address that right away. I was thinking about how my age group was kind of at the forefront of high quality nudes.
Oh, dude,
like,
that's fucking weird.
Like, we were the first ones with these smartphones as young kids, and young kids do stupid shit with them. And then I was thinking about how when I was in 6th grade, we had a cop come in. They brought us all to the media center, and a cop explained to us how bad it is to send nudes.
Hey, they came to Morat, too.
To a bunch of kids that didn't even know what the fuck nudes were. So all of a sudden, we're like, wait, what?
Well, it was
girls can take naked pictures and send it to us?
It opened the door for
Dude,
you.
I swear to God,
there was like the 15 or 20 that were doing it, and then they just broadcast it to the other 180 kids in your grade, like, hey, don't be doing this. We're like, we already weren't, but we're definitely gonna now.
I was like, yo, this is a real thing?
They got a whole slideshow of nudes that don't do this or this.
Angles
you're like on
this
Snapchat, you're like, I didn't even think of that. That's way smart.
But you're right. You guys were at the front of smartphones. Like, I think the BlackBerry came out when I was in 7th grade. Was kind of when the BlackBerries were out. And I remember flip phones. Camera quality was shit.
Horrible.
We were
like,
they
had about 10
For me
pixels.
and you, Snapchat came out at the perfect time of like dudes starting to notice girls.
I got it in 7th grade. Perfect.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's the ideal time. It's when it was built was like perfect for us because it was like, this is like, now is the time when relationships got getting a little more serious, you know? 14, 15 years old, kids are having sex. Kids
and
are
it
doing
was
dumb shit.
Marketed directly
and now it's like,
to that.
What we're doing is taking pictures of each other and sending them back and forth 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's horrible what young. I mean, I can't speak for you guys, but like if a homie got nudes, all the homies
knew it,
and that's fucked up, man. Like,
Yeah.
kids are crazy. I can't believe the things that kids did. There was one girl in particular where we were in 8th grade, and a bunch of seniors got in trouble because they had this 8th grade girl sent news to all these seniors. Like,
my God.
dude, it was a fucking epidemic at our high
15
school,
will get
bro.
you 20, brother. That is not the play right there.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna be interesting to see how this pans out, like in the next like 10 years, because like our age group, dude, like we were like it was just starting to evolve, like as far as tech goes,
Very beginning.
and I'm fucking glad that I'm not like I am the age I am now, and not like just growing up now. Cause like, dude, just like the dumb shit that I posted on my Facebook when I was like 15, 16, that's already enough cringe, dude. Like I couldn't imagine my
Shit,
whole
you get
childhood.
canceled for that shit these days. So I look back at some of my old posts and I'm like, I shouldn't have said that.
I also think it's a little bit different too because we were figuring out social media. Like if you look at some of our old Facebook posts and whatnot, like truth is or like for a rate and all that shit was huge.
WCW.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
now,
YikYak?
YikYak, dude.
dude, fuck YikYak. All I remember is going on there and just getting roasted anonymously, bro.
Dude, YikYak was came out when I was in college, 2014, freshman year of college, and people would say the craziest shit. Like I'm sure you guys had it in high school, dude. Imagine on college campus.
Well,
Like,
the thing about
everybody
high school
was-
is it was so personal, you know, because like my grade was big for more. We were like 130 kids. You could say shit about like anyone, and everyone knew everyone, you know. So it wasn't like it was a secret
No.
thing. It wasn't like you were looking through and scrolling through and be like, oh, I don't know who that is. You knew who everyone was that they were talking about.
Dude, on the college campus, it was just like just everyone shitting on frats and sororities. Like these sorority girls are whores. These ones do this and this. You want to go here for STDs and
See,
and
ours
that shit.
was like on a personal level. Ours would be
Yeah.
like Mitchell Thompson
Oh,
did
God,
this.
dude.
Yeah.
It was like down
Yeah,
to the
bro.
name, and everyone fucking knew who you were, and you were getting some weird
Tyler,
looks
honestly,
in the hall. Like,
you got lucky that was not a thing when you were in high
Yeah.
school because just like Mitch said, it was personal as fuck, bro. I would go on, I'd see some very hurtful shit about myself, and then the worst part about it is it was such a negative app. I would see something about myself, so I'd be like,
it gave
all
you
right,
a platform to
looks
shit
like
on
I'm
someone
firing
else.
something off now.
dude,
I'd be an absolute liar if I said I didn't go on there and say some fucked up shit about some people.
The whole app, I feel like, was designed to provoke just cyberbullying and
Oh, for sure.
giving these kids an even deeper way to hide behind a keyboard. No username, no nothing.
Anonymous is never the answer.
No, it is so bad, dude, because people just say the most, and like you said, you got hurt, so then you're hurting other people, and then it's just a revolving door, just chain reaction of just worse and
Well, they
worse
still
shit up in
they
the
still
bottom.
have that on Snapchat. It's not YikYak anymore. It's a different one, but you post on your story. Like you can be like, "Hey, send me. I'm on a long road trip. Send me songs. I'm doing this.
Yeah, all
send
anonymous.
me what you think about me or whatever." Well, then sometimes people don't know how to operate it, and they'll just send you some shit over message that they did not mean for you to see. I've had that happen a couple times,
Dude,
where it's like, oh man,
I know
I'm
exactly what
sorry.
you're saying. I fell for that. I forgot that people can see when you view their story. So I remember one time in particular when that was a big thing. It's like Ask FM or some shit. And I remember a girl that I hated. I slid up, and I was in a bad place. I said some very hateful, horrible shit,
You laid into her.
and she knew it was me instantly. And I'm sitting there like, how the fuck does she know? Well, I forgot
You're the
that
only
she
one?
could just go look at her story, see who viewed it last, and then narrow it down to a couple people on who would have done it. And I got caught. I gave myself up because I figured it just told her it was me. I was like, fuck, yeah, I said it. I stand by it.
Own up to it, dude. But the craziest thing I ever seen on YikYak is this guy posted. He's like, dude, if I get it was like 1,000 upvotes or some shit on this post, I'll give out my Brazzers premium account. Dude, and I swear everyone on campus was using the same Brazzers account. Like you'd go on. I still kind of remember the username for it. But dude, the history on this Brazzers account, like I'd go on there and just look at the history and what people watch, and it was mind blowing what the shit people were masturbating to. Like it was wild, and it was like, yeah, the history was like 1,000 videos in the last hour of just so many people on this one account.
Has to be more than one.
Crazy,
Has
dude.
to.
There's so many people on it.
I remember Nelk, when they were like first kind of blowing up, they would always be like, comment your browser's information in the bottom. Boys are looking to get some browsers. And now they give that shit for free. Browsers is free. For those of you that don't know, browsers is free. Go hit that shit up.
Yeah, I know.
Did you watch that?
I'm in it with you.
I wish Kody was here because he's got a great story about him sharing a Pornhub premium account with his now wife.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, okay, so I'm going to try to tell the story the best I can. I hate that Cody's not here.
Oh, I feel like, dude, I feel like he has to do it justice. He has.
No, this is the best time because then he can't correct you with anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
wrong.
I like
Okay.
that way too.
So, Kody looked up on their, you know what? Kody told me, he said if there's a good spot to give him a call, and he would love to talk in the mic.
Is anyone Bluetooth to the board? I have to cut this.
The suspense is killing me.
Cody's Castle, what's your hassle?
Hey, Kody. So we're talking about browsers and Pornhub Premium right now. And I recall that you and your wife used to share a Pornhub Premium account. And I was wondering what you were looking up that basically made you guys get your own accounts. If you could refresh us on the situation.
Okay, I would just like to clarify that I was using her premium account, and I don't even know if I'm at liberty to be able to share this. I'm going to get myself in trouble here. Apparently, there was maybe a video that was incorrectly titled and maybe a little bit misleading, and it was not what I thought it was. And out of context, I could definitely see where she would maybe think it was a little weird. So I was, in fact, kicked off of the premium.
So please enlighten us on what
I want to know what
you
the title
happened
was.
to click on.
Oh, boy. I plead the fifth.
Hey,
Come on.
Hey, for the pod, give us an answer.
Okay, so here's the thing. The title was named and it was not, in fact, the kind that you would imagine.
Well,
obviously, I think it was really just poop.
What? Thank you so much for this, Kody. We appreciate your time. No.
Yeah, anytime.
All right. You have a great vacation, buddy. So from what Taylor told me, so innocent Cody's wife Taylor, shout out Taylor. She goes on to their shared Pornhub premium account. She sees that Cody's watching. So she looks up the video, or she clicks on it. She's like, "What the fuck?" From that day on, he was kicked off the account.
I can see where he's coming from because, like, you just hear those two words together, and that's my first thought. Is like, oh, like you're sick and you're shitting everywhere.
Have you guys ever?
Wait, that's your. My first thought was comma. No, see,
that's what
if
it
I
was.
clicked on an
So
video and it was a bitch spraying panty peanut butter all over the room, I would get off for the night. I would just go to bed, chalk it up as a fucking loss, because
that's one of those level ups, dude. That envision.
But also, I gotta believe that the thumbnail had some sort of implication of what was going on.
See,
It's
I
just
think
a poop
Cody
in the thumbnail.
is just a mastermind at lying and making up stories.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think if you confront him on a situation, I think he is the best person I know at just coming up with a story instantly. I choose to believe that he knew exactly what he was getting into.
It all starts with, here's the thing.
I'm right
Here's
with you.
the thing. That's the key word.
Yeah, always, dude. It's always he's just like, all right, here's the deal.
Perfect
fucking impression I've ever
Trust
seen.
me,
Like a praying mantis, dude.
I used to be around Kody every single day for like 8 years.
So here's the deal.
I know how he operates. Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, I feel like he missed his calling as a con man, honestly, because he's able to make the craziest stories just on the fly, nonstop.
Could have a successful career.
I could have seen him being like a cult leader if he was born like 100 years earlier.
He
You know,
pretty much is with this.
I could see him starting a pyramid scheme for sure.
he is our Kyle Florgard.
Yeah, he is our cult leader.
I mean, yeah, he's down in the Bahamas with SBF right now, ain't he?
Dude, who knows what the man's up to? He's a wild man.
who knows, dude? Who knows?
So speaking of of the Riz King, Kody, I want to bring up another Riz King. I don't want this to be a podcast about talking about other TikTokers, but I have to shine a little light on my favorite TikToker, Cullen Official. Have you guys ever run into him by chance?
Never heard of him.
So this dude is an absolute legend. What he does is he's based out of Nashville. He goes around, finds the most attractive women you have ever seen, goes up, sits next to him, say, "Hey, can I sing you a song?"
Oh, yes, I know this guy.
Dude,
yeah.
And I swear to God, he'll be like, "Who's your favorite artist? What's your favorite song?" They will name any fucking song you could think of. This man can rip it on guitar and sing it perfectly every time.
Have you guys seen The Do on TikTok? Very, very similar, except he plays electric guitar and he does it on Omegle.
Oh,
go on
yeah,
Omegle,
bro. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He never shows his face, and he'll be like, any song, and they'll say like a rap song, and he'll just rip it on the electric guitar, and it is fucking good every time.
Dude, it's just crazy because like this guy, Cullen, he is everything that, not every guy obviously, but a lot of guys when you're growing up are like, oh, I want to know how to play guitar. Mm-hmm. This man took it to the max. Like, can you imagine just if I'm sitting here, you could name off any song and I could just start playing it instantly?
Mm-hmm. I think that's autism. Like you're on the spectrum a little bit.
Dude, it's got to be something, man. There's no way a normal person can rip it like
just
that.
To have a little bit, that'd be like a superpower.
And just to see
a little bit.
You literally in the videos, you can see these girls just melt right in front of him.
Dude, yeah, and then he'll get up. All right, well, that was nice. And then they'll always be like, well, don't you want my number or something? Like, dude, it's crazy. By the end of the video, I want to fuck the guy.
Dude,
like it's crazy.
I think I have a man crush on him. Yeah, I don't even know what to think.
And usually when he walks up to the girls, they have headphones in, and he'll ask them, what are they listening to right now?
That's the classic move is they pull the AirPod out while he's playing.
Yeah, or they close the laptop and like flick their hair. Uh-huh. That's like, I feel like that's how you know you got a girl is when they start playing with their hair.
Dude, like if you have that ability, like you are a god.
Dude, I've seen a couple of that guy's videos and he'll be like, what kind of mood are you in right now? And they'll be like sad. And he'll play a sad song and these girls will like start bawling their eyes out. And he's just, and then he'll just be like, well, I hope you have a better day.
Dude, it is insane.
Music is powerful, dude. So powerful.
I need to learn how to play guitar. Like that's all I took from
dude.
This
What
guy.
happened to the harmonica? That was your Riz, dude.
Dude, I broke it. It was in my pants pocket and I put it through the dryer.
You need to buy another one because honestly,
I'll buy you a harmonica.
I learned Piano Man at a certain point.
The harmonica, I think, is your Riz go-to.
Can you imagine? I start a video series where I just go up to random girls at like Robinson Park out here. Yeah. Like, you mind if I play you a little song?
Yeah, you'll be like, what are you listening to? Lil Peep. And you're just on the harmonica.
You ever heard Piano Man?
Yeah. I can't do that.
I only know one song.
I know Captown Races if you want to hear.
Hot cross buns, dude.
Well, fuck, what do you boys think? We take a little bathroom break, come back at it?
Yeah, do you guys still use the sounds for it or no?
We try to. Cody forgets a lot. That's why we're glad we have you here.
It's time for a bathroom break. The boys will be right back.
Top 3 things that you need to know as a man, or know
how to do. Top 3 things you should know how to do as a man.
Top 3 things.
I know you're claiming it, but this was my idea originally.
No, it was definitely my idea.
Go back to the chat.
Mitch tried to piggyback off my great idea, and now he's trying to take credit of my great idea. And
that's a lie.
So for the listeners,
don't look at me like. Don't be surprised because he's actually genuinely stealing my idea. This was my top.
For
3.
the listeners, I want you to realize before you vote that this was my idea, an original idea. Mitch had absolutely nothing to do with it, and I say we move into it now. And Mitch, since it was my idea,
yeah, why don't you fucking go first?
I was going to give you the option.
I want you to go first because I'm genuinely upset that you're just claiming this because I know it was mine, but it's okay.
I just constantly feel like I'm stuck in between a bickering couple with you two. I kind of like it. It's like a little sitcom that I'm sitting back for.
I'm just so fucking sick of him.
It's never ending. Is the thing. There's some people in this world that you just can't fucking please. You can never do anything right, no matter how good you're doing or no matter how much you help them. Mm-hmm. And Sam is one of those people. You know, you can give him everything on a silver platter, and he'll just claim that he's the one who invented the silver platter.
I think Buddy's a little upset that he didn't come up with an original idea like I did.
Go to the group chat.
And
Go to the group
he's
chat. I'm
taking
over
it out on me. I'm just sitting here trying to have a good time, make a good show.
What's your first top 3 things you should know as a man?
All right. Top 3 things you should know as a man. This one is universal. This one is something that sticks very close to me. I feel like if you do not know how to do this, then you're truly not a man. And that is how to grill a good steak. Oh. That's one thing my dad taught me from a very young age. Son, when I grill, you come out with me. I'm going to show you the ways. And I'll tell you what, I can grill one hell of a steak.
I feel like grilling is big, that's kind of the man thing. Like,
exactly.
Guys don't really cook that much stereotypically, but if they are cooking, it's grilling.
There's a lot of if you're having people over to your house for like a potluck, the women will make a bunch of food and stuff like that. But if you have people over to your house for a barbecue, if it's at your house, you need to know how to run that fucking grill.
You have to.
You can't let another man touch your grill.
You can't run the grill. Are you a man?
I don't know.
I like that.
That's a good question. That's a good one.
My first thing is going to be general house maintenance. I'm going to say if you're going to be a man and you're going to be a homeowner, you got to be able to clean the trap in your under your sink.
Yep.
If something falls in there, if you break a doorknob, replace a doorknob. Just really small end handyman stuff. I'm not saying hang a frame in a door or anything.
Yeah, you get a little drunk, you punch a hole in the wall. Got to know how to do a little patch.
Yeah, you gotta know how to do patch it. Yep.
Yeah.
I like
that's
that
good
one.
answer.
I like that answer a lot. My first one, and I think I could have taken this one in the later rounds because I don't think you're going to take it, but I like it so much, so I'm going to say it. I think as a man, you should know how to open a beer bottle without a beer bottle opener. No matter what you have. It doesn't matter. You got to be able to find something at your disposal to open a beer bottle.
And I love that answer, but to level it up, if you grab a tin of chew out of your back pocket and do it with that, extra points.
A tin of chew, a lighter, the side of a table, your boot. You gotta know the tools at your disposal.
Dude, I've seen some absolute beauties grab a beer, hit it on the side of the table.
Oh,
perfect,
cool.
Perfect release.
Yep. It is
beer's ready to rip.
It is a real statement as a man when you're able to do that in a crowd.
Especially if someone goes, I need this beer bottle opened.
Yep. And they always go to that guy. It's usually me too. I'm always doing random shit.
You got to be the guy.
To open it.
Dude, I got a buddy every time. He'll just right with his teeth, dude. Like
I do
nothing.
that. I've been known to do that. I can do it with a can too. I can rip the whole top of a can off.
That was my part. That's how I made friends in college.
Really?
When I was a freshman.
The old human can opener?
Yeah, I'd go. It was the first time I see it. Like they needed a spitter and they were pushing them in. I'm like, oh, dude, I got this. Like the first time I went to a house party, just grab the top, rip the whole thing off, fold in the sides. And I just did it really as quick as possible. And I look around and all the guys just jaws dropped. Like, what the fuck did you just do? Like, that is so sweet. Like, and it's an awesome spitter. It's a hell of a lot better
Damn,
than
you were
cutting.
that dude.
Dude, I ripped so many cans.
Those were the best spitters. By far.
Yeah.
Nothing compared.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Damn.
It's a huge flex.
All right, going into the second round. So I think this one kind of ties into Bodie's situation. I have changing a tire on the side of the highway, on the side of the road, just being able to change a tire on the fly. I think that's a big staple of man or woman. If you don't know how to do that, you're kind of screwing yourself because it could lead to a much worse situation. My tire blows. I know what I'm doing. I'm getting that spare out. I'm getting my little shitty jack out, and I'm going to get her done, and I'm going to be on my way. If you can't change a tire, you're not a man.
Yeah, and I feel like that goes into more general, like checking oil and knowing when your brakes are going down and just general car things.
General mechanical skills.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I'll tell you what, I learned my lesson with brakes when I was 18. It was right before I was going to college. It was bad. It was bad enough where you heard the grinding every time you touched the brakes.
Yeah.
So instead of being, a $50 repair getting new brake pads, I had to get new brake pads, new rotors, all new calipers, everything.
Because you overextended your calipers.
Cost me over $1,000.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you don't keep up on brakes, it gets very expensive.
One of those, you got to do some preventative maintenance on
yes,
those fuckers.
100%. That's huge.
Tyler, round two.
Damn, I lost my train of thought now. Oh, I'm thinking yard work. You got to be able to go around and weed whip and mow your lawn and keep up on the small landscaping and stuff.
You got to know how to mow a good lawn. If you're going to be a man, you got to know how to mow your lawn and not just mow it, but make it look good.
Yeah, some lines, dude.
Yeah.
Some crisscrosses, applesauces.
It doesn't need to be extravagant. It doesn't need to be a golf course, but your lawn needs to look fucking good. You need to have one of the better looking lawns in the neighborhood because everyone knows that guy. If you live in a neighborhood, everyone knows the guy with the fucking dirt front lawn, dog shit everywhere,
dude.
grass is a foot tall. Mm-hmm. You can't be that.
It's a
guy.
bad look.
It's a horrible look.
Yeah, that's a great answer, Mitch. What do you got for the second round?
I got a couple.
Hope it's bad.
Man, to me, when I think number one thing you should know to be a man, you got to know how to swing your hammer without looking like a fucking pussy.
Oh, dude, I'm so guilty of that,
Not
bro.
just swing a hammer, but you got to know how to swing your hammer and look like you actually know what you're fucking doing. Because you see a guy with 2 hands on a fucking 16-inch hammer, I just want to punch him in the face the second. Like, you have to know how to swing a fucking hammer and be good at it.
What's that game where
Hammer slogging.
Dude, that game exposes me every time. I look like such a pussy trying to fucking... It's embarrassing. I will avoid that game at all costs.
I just played it a couple weeks ago, and it just kept going and going and going until it was me and the 2 other girls trying to get the hidden nail in. I felt like an idiot.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah.
I love swinging a fucking hammer. It's like one of my favorite. If I have the opportunity to pound a nail, pound a staple, anything, I fucking love beating something with a hammer.
Hammer slogging's hard.
Hammer slogging can be tough.
Yeah.
Especially if you play with some guys who are really good at it.
Really fucking good. And then you
look
really
like an
make you
asshole.
look like shit.
You got that carpenter that just...
Two swings, it's fucking...
Because I feel like I'm pretty good at the game, but if you play with someone who's really good at it, then you look like a douchebag every time.
There's a massive skill gap, I feel like, in hammer slogging.
I bet Bodie would kill it. It's really too bad that he's not here.
Yeah, probably.
All right, so this one, some people might not understand it, and it might be a really bad pick, but I'm going to stick with it because for me, this is a huge aspect of being a man, an OG man, a badass, really. A guy that can get a busy bartender's attention. Because I'll tell you what,
That's a good
I will
fucking
sit
answer.
at that bar forever, give the little wave, like, hey, maybe make some eye contact. But I know some dudes that just walk up to that bar and they know how to get served instantly. And that, for me, that's a big man thing. I appreciate that.
For me, it's the prequel. If it's a local bar, that means if this guy's getting served the second he walks in, this tells me a couple of things about this guy. He goes there semi-often, and when he does, he leaves a fucking good tip, a really good tip.
He's that guy.
Because my dad has been that guy my whole life, and I've never understood it until I realized we started going out, and I'd start paying attention to the bill more, and sometimes I'd pay for fucking dinner and stuff like that. My dad, there's a Mexican restaurant in Mora. My dad goes there, maybe once, twice a month. When he walks in there, the second he walks in there, they walk up to him with the beer, and he doesn't order it. They walk in with a fucking frosted mug, the exact beer that he wants.
No matter how busy it is.
And I realized why. It's because it does not matter how much the bill is. My dad leaves a $50 tip. It doesn't matter. My dad drops a $50 tip. If it's a $20 bill, my dad drops a $50 tip. And they'll walk in there, and they don't know his name, but they walk up to him with a beer, and they say, do you want your chips and the spicier salsa? And my dad goes, yep. Every fucking time. If you're that guy, if you got the prequel set up, you got to leave good tips. Oh,
dude,
man.
You grew up in that upper middle class.
Oh, yeah,
dude. You get that privilege of tipping good, They see you coming in. They see dollar signs. They know what's up. I feel that. Fuck. I lost my train of thought for my third one. Tyler,
this with your third one, brother. You know you got something up there.
I did. I literally did, and I just forgot it. Oh, you have to know the appropriate times to be the authority figure. I feel like
yes, dude, that hits so good, bro.
As a man, you have to ride that line of when you're gentle and everything, but then when things get real, you got to get serious. You got to crack down and set a just really put some fear into people if you need to. Be that person.
You got to be that guy, pal.
Mm-hmm. You got to be able to flip a switch and be scary or assertive towards.
You got to be able to let people know who the boss is,
which I'm fucking terrible at.
Yeah,
he's getting a drink. I'm so fucking passive, dude. I'll stand there for a half hour before I get a drink, And you get me going. I can be very assertive, But yeah, so that's mine.
It takes a bit to get out of you.
Answer. That's a good enough answer where I feel like I'm probably not winning this segment either way. So I'm going to go into something that I don't think either one of you guys even considered on your list, but to me it holds near and dear to my heart. If you're a man, I think you should know how to light a cigarette no matter what the weather conditions are.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if it's pouring rain, 60-mile-an-hour wind. If you can't get your own cigarette lit, if you need to ask someone for help, you're no longer a fucking man. That's for me, who I smoke cigarettes at work constantly. I'm really bad at work.
Oh, really?
But, dude, if the wind is fucking there, if you got gloves on, if it's snowing, you need to be able to light your own cigarette. Otherwise, it's, oh, you want me to fucking smoke it for you too? I would never let someone else light my cigarette.
That
for
is
me.
a big. I would quit smoking if I had to ask somebody to light it.
You have to know, and
Yeah.
if you're in a fucking tornado, you have to know how to light that son of a bitch. You better figure it out.
Get those wind.
Hey guys, it's Kody. TCAV just sent me the audio and video for this episode to edit. I'm in the airport right now on my way back from Florida. We're here with the whole fam. Taylor, say hi. So I'm here to edit this episode, and I figure out that the last 11 minutes of the episode is gone. So thanks a lot. The guys can't do anything with me without me being gone. I think it just goes to show, you can teach a man to fish, but you can't feed him. So anyways, if you made it this far in the episode, drop a, what should I drop? Like a plane emoji. Drop a plane emoji for our vacation. And we're picking a random person to win some free merch here. So drop a plane emoji and we'll see you next week. Cheers.